The shaming word. Some children use the word to shame their siblings when they catch them doing something naughty. I'm telling mother. This is not the same word as it is pronounced differently. In American English, it rhymes with mom, and used differently, it means oh, now you've misbehaved, or some equivalent, and could be accompanied by the gesture of sliding one index finger down the other from knuckle to fingernail. But I do not recall ever seeing the word in print, hearing it used in the movies or on television. Yet, it appears to be widely understood in different parts of the United States. Just by asking acquaintances, I have found that is either used or understood in several parts of the US, so there is the possibility that it is a borrowing from one of the many other languages brought here by immigrants. Are there English-speaking countries or areas of the United States where the word is unfamiliar?
The comments thread has clearly informed you that there are parts of the US and the UK where the term is unknown. It isn't unknown to the internet, however, that they were the goody two-shoes I'm telling mistypes when they were at school. Singletrackworld.com. And I was just humming this to myself when my niece came in and said, I'm telling. You're singing that song that goes, I've been. amught.com. And I'm telling on you. Reddit. While I can't pull out any regional information from these, none of the occurrences I found, and they were all in online conversations, seemed to cause any consternation or confusion amongst others in the threads. While this does not fully answer the question, I am hoping it serves to help keep it open while we wait for an sayer to happen by. In the meantime, I found a thread on the Studentrum forum where they were discussing playground insults, etc. In the English Midlands, people seem to say while others say and one person claimed omvvv while another went with omer. All with exclamation marks, and definitely part and parcel of their I'm telling rather than a preceding hesitation. Because people in the thread are writing in imitation of how they used to say it, the spellings tend to be very drawn out, which is leaving me struggling with how to even interpret this one. If someone swore at my school it was musisi or something alike xd, and someone would tell. And finally, with apologies to @Antit for not picking it up earlier, pretty much the first hit in his linked search is to a playground jungle thread where people from across the Anglosphere chip in with their local variations, including someone from Scotland, though I swear I never heard or did this when growing up here. My fiancé just used some of my dad's posh coffee. I said I'm telling on you, and she didn't understand why I said nor do I tbh. She's from South Africa, so I guess the custom isn't used over there. I'm from UK, grew up in Scotland where I must have picked up the variation. Both grew up in 1980s. The earliest date given in that thread is the 1960s though, presumably due to the age of the contributors. Most claims are for the 1980s. When I was a primary school kid in southern England in the 1960s, the words I'm telling on you were in common usage. And yes, the intonation used when saying was a rising then falling.
We used to say on the momo if someone was naughty. I'm from North Wales and it's still a thing here today in the primary schools. No idea where it came from, but it wasn't a thing in my previous English primary school, so I had thought it was just a Welsh thing. Apparently not.
This usage, pronounced was very common in the English Midlands when I grew up in the 90s, but thinking about it, I don't think I hear any kids use it today.
If you want to split the channel, use the Caesar Society.